Hey everybody, it's Chris Marshall of the Payne Street Team, brought to you by Payne Auto Group Valley-wide and PayneAutoGroup.com, where we have what you want. Lo que tú quieras regardless. And it's time for another edition of Payne Auto Talk. This week, we are here in one of our newest facilities at the Payne Auto Mall in Weslaco. We are inside the service and maintenance of GMC and also Buick with their service manager, Mr. Pete Magallanes.
Yes, sir. We are here to service the community.
All right. And Magallanes, your family name, you guys have been around, huh?
Yes, we
travelers.
Have. Yes.
As a matter of fact, don't you have those fishing shirts named after y'all? They say Magellan, but I go, that's my Magallanes.
Yes, they're just missing the S, but yeah, I could take ownership of that.
All right. We'll get you some royalties there.
There you go.
Cool. Well, Pete, this building I've been in because Payne Digital, that does our stuff for PayneAutoGroup.com, and also we use the photo bays here for vehicles, but it's the same building as y'all. So this the couple of offices that I normally go into, this is the much bigger part of the machine, I must say. And you guys have got a nice facility here, man.
Yes, we do. It's has full air conditioning, new lifts. Technicians love it, especially they don't have to be out in the environment where it's nice and hot. You know, hot weather makes technicians they slow down a little bit because of that heat. But when you have the nice AC, cars coming in, they're able to work more efficiently.
Yeah, it's really, and they have those big fans too. They got like 10 or 12 foot diameter swaths of air they're moving. So made in the shade and AC. How many bays are there?
We have 10 bays.
Nice.
We have 10 bays there, and we got some of the ones for the bigger vehicles for, we can do commercial fleet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not only that, but, with our Buicks, our GMC, our pickup trucks, our 1500s, 25s, the diesels. So we have a little bit of everything to be able to meet our service needs. Yeah,
so it's both, of course, GMC and Buick are part of General Motors. Chevy has their own thing going on, but you have the professional grade stuff here. So
that's right. That's right.
So the like a day in the life here, when you guys come in, y'all have your team meeting in the morning, and then it's right to it. Now, there's probably like a holdover from the previous day of maintenance. And this is full service, right?
Yes.
It's not just oil changes and a quick once-over.
No, full service.
Cool. And I know I always tell people they can go to PayneAutoGroup.com. They can go in there and talk to our people in real time via text or call, traditionally on the phone, but also walk-ins available as well.
Absolutely. We make enough. We have enough capacity. We employ about 30 technicians here.
Wow.
In the group. So we're a very, very big store, and the reason we do that because we want to be able to accommodate customers. You walk in, you didn't have an appointment, but you just needed like a quick oil change, tire rotation. Okay, we're able to fit you in, get you out.
Nice. Now, and I know a lot of people, it's not like in a restaurant when we go in and we're looking at the menu and but the pricing on stuff, how does that work out with y'all?
Oh, yeah. So when a customer comes in, we do a great job here I've been here about 10 years. And what we do is we try to stay very, very competitive. We take a look at what's around her with some of the other competitors out there. And because we buy bulk oil, bulk filters, and things like that, we make it very affordable for our customers. So if you look in the last, I would say 3 or 4 years, we really haven't had a price change. And why? Because we want to stay competitive in our market.
Yeah, that's kind of like people that shop at Sam's or Costco. You buy your toilet paper in bulk just in case. I think we've all been there. So and your POL, your petroleums, oils, and lubricants, that's like right outside here, connected to the building, where it's not just walking to get stuff. They just have access to it right there.
Oh yeah, you have the little drop down reels that they can pull out to put the oil. They have the coolant. We have a parts department that is right next to the shop, so the guys can go up there, get the parts they need, be able to service the customers even faster to get them in. We want to be very, very efficient in our market.
Nice. Now with GMC, of course, professional grade.
Yes.
Now, of course, trucks, that's the thing here in Texas, and of course with y'all, especially with the commercial and fleet stuff. So when the trucks come in, y'all can do, I know sometimes, I know with Ford, is they have a cab off, which means you're actually disconnecting the cab from the chassis and you raise it above the vehicle to do engine work. Is it the same thing with GM?
It's the same thing with GM. We also have that as well too on our bigger vehicles. So we're able to lift the cab up. Once we do that, then we're able to gain access to that engine to be able to do the repairs.
Nice. And like you said, it's full. Like everything is like within hands or arms reach for the techs, and with the parts being right next door, they don't have to sit there and send out for it.
These guys love it. They love it because not only are they offering an air-conditioned shop, but because everything is so accessible. They don't have to. I guess the worst thing would be downtime.
Yeah.
And if you're talking about commission technicians, they don't like downtime because they're losing money. So if you can make it more efficient for them, the happier those techs are.
Yeah, I hear that. It's happy techs is quick service.
Yes, yes.
There's an old saying of happy someone, happy life.
There you go.
I know. Yeah. Now when it comes Buick. Now a lot of people they think of General Motors. There's that bigger brand that starts with the letter C.
Yeah.
But Buick has been a staple for a long time.
Yes.
And even when I first got with the company and I first drove an Enclave, I went, okay, what's the deal with Buick? And even on a base model with just basic options, it was very comfy.
Yes.
And now this new 2025 into the 26 generation of Enclave, OnVision, Encore, y'all have these monolithic screens now.
Oh, yeah.
And technology.
Well, it's
talk to me, man. Because
GM, I'm telling you, GM has done their homework. They've done their homework. They've done a great job, especially meeting the needs because our GMC and in particular our Buick customers, they have the latest technology. It's all accessible right within their fingertips, and so you see a lot of these vehicles that are coming, and it's like you're operating your own Chromebook or laptop right in your car. It's so easy to access, and if they're looking for something, and I looked at some of these vehicles, and again, GM has done their homework. So before you had these little screens, but now these screens are huge. These screens are huge. You just kind of go over there and you touch. You're looking for a navigation. You're looking to maybe to control your AC to go up and down, or the other things that you do, the other Apple CarPlay, whatever you're looking at, they just hit. It's right at the fingertips, and it makes it that much easier. So they've done their homework.
And with the OnStar plan, and of course those come with the vehicle for a limited time, but you buy your subscription, much like everybody else has their streaming services. Like me, I'm a nerd. I got to have Paramount Plus so I can watch Star Trek. But with OnStar, I know that the vehicle actually reports in when there is a problem.
Correct.
So if somebody notices the old check engine light or something wrong, they can actually access their screen or just push OnStar and talk to them, and they can schedule that right with y'all? That
is correct. So that's another great feature that they use. And so what happens is if you're experiencing a check engine light, you're going down the road, or as simple as maybe your tire pressure's low. Who knows?
That's common.
Who knows if you got a nail in your tire? We don't know. But again, that could cause you trouble. But in this instance, let's say you had a check engine light that pops on. You can push that button. You'll talk to a live operator. Operator will tell you, hey, they've detected something that was, something that's causing that light to come on. One thing that I like is that if you bought your vehicle from the Payne Auto Group, okay, then it's gonna try to get you to recommend a schedule back with the Payne Auto Group to get you an appointment, so you can call into us and we can get you taken care of.
Awesome. And if somebody, let's say, is from out of town and they're away from home and they're down here in the area, it's like, hey, the closest GMC or Buick is here.
Yes.
And they alert y'all.
Yep.
And they just drive in and.
Yeah, and what we do is they'll come in and they'll say, hey, I got this check engine light, and then they tell me, OnStar, just let me know on my app that the check engine light popped in. And of course, this is the flexibility that we have by employing 30 technicians, so we got a little bit of room in case a customer comes in with an emergency. We don't want to turn that customer away. Check engine light, we don't know what that could, but we sure don't want to see that customer break down on the side of the road.
And also lead time.
That's
Let's
right.
say if they're just losing power and they can limp in.
Yes.
It's like straight to the bay. We've already got, the computer is already telling us, and it's just diagnostic tool, and we got you.
That's it. That's all it is. It could be something as simple as something came loose. Could be as simple as maybe it's a program. So maybe we just need to plug into the vehicle and maybe run a software update and get that customer back on the road.
Or sometimes when it's tires, it's not a flat, it's that pressure sensor.
Yeah.
Every now and then it's all across brands. It just, it happens. Now, warranty work. Y'all do warranty work here as well.
Absolutely. We are a certified GM dealer. We're authorized to do all warranty work for General Motors. We really put a emphasis on making sure that all of our technicians are GM certified through the factory. So we do a lot of web-based training. We send our technicians out to school. We fly them to the different places they need to certify. So every vehicle that's coming in here, that's warranty. We're going to submit to GM. We want to make sure our guys know how to fix it right the first time.
All right. And they don't have to, it's great when they're a Payne Auto Group customer, but as long as it's a GM product and they're under warranty,
that's right.
They can pass through.
So if a customer comes in and he has a GM vehicle, he becomes a Payne customer.
All right.
Yep.
Most excellent. Now, when it comes to, like I say, commercial and fleet, y'all are handling that too, because that's, professional grade.
That's right.
And I know GM, they kind of beef up their stuff.
Yes.
When it comes to suspensions and whatnot.
Yes.
So y'all do a lot of, like with the, say, oil field. I know we do municipalities too.
We do.
City and police cars and
we
stuff.
We do. We have, we do all of the ones, that are around us, but we have them coming in from all over the place. But we do. We get the border patrols. We get the police vehicles, all the different municipalities that are coming to see us.
Oh, and DPS.
And DPS. That's right.
Yeah, especially, I know sometimes I see a vehicle here and a trooper comes and, picks it up, and I'm going, are you from down here? Like, no, I'm from upstate.
Yes.
This is it.
And all they have to do is a lot of times, they never call in. So we don't see them making an appointment. Usually when that car's having issues, they're driving right in the driveway. So our team is very, very equipped on being able to know that they need that vehicle back on the road right away. So whatever that case may be, if it's something that has to stay, of course, then it has to stay. But if it's something that can be checked, maybe a bad battery, bad alternator, something that we can get them back on the road, that's what we're going to do.
Nice.
Get them back on the road.
Now, there is a word, and it's synonymous with GMC now, because I remember it was only for trucks, and it was only for SUVs, and that is Denali.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about Buick. Now, Denali, especially like the AT4 stuff.
Yes.
Those are hot, and those are awesome. And now the Denali package is on just about everything.
Yes, they're beautiful, beautiful looking vehicles.
Yeah, that chrome, it's not like a light chrome. It's like a dark bluish chrome. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it.
It's beautiful.
So when it comes to like the Denali package stuff, there is the Ultimate Series. Those come in, and for those of you who don't know, if Pete, correct me if I'm wrong, it has the Paldoa wood.
Yes.
It has the Bose speakers in the headrest, and it has just creature comforts everywhere. Now, I'm going to ask this because I got to know. Massaging seats, they're awesome. Do y'all ever really have problems with massaging seats or anything like that? Or
I'm going to tell you, as of this program right now, I haven't had no problems with the massaging seats.
So no maintenance issues.
No maintenance issues. No.
Because I personally think about the human factor. We comes in all different shapes and sizes, and the seat's doing its job. And I was like, how often does this stuff wear or go out or have an issue? So nothing. I haven't seen a repair order that has been written where a customer actually had a concern with the massaging seat. Oh,
have not. So that means that GM is doing their homework. They're doing their job.
Oh, and that also there's a telescoping console. It goes back. Y'all have no issues?
I haven't had any of those issues that have come up from customers as of this program. Yeah.
Or the heads-up display or none of that stuff. Which have gotten bigger, by the way.
Yes.
The heads-up displays now are like almost full color.
Yes.
Or like, was it 4 or 5? How many colors is it? Because I mean, it's multiple colors.
Yep.
And I was like, how? My question is, when is it going to be the whole windshield? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like with the real, what do they call it? Augmented reality.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on that.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what comes down the line. Yeah.
No word on that. How often? I was going to say, you have 30 techs. Are there any open slots?
Always. We are We love, because technicians are, we really feel that technicians are the backbone of our industry, here in the fixed op side. And, we always are looking for very, very good technicians, because the more technicians that you employ, the customers come in, it really cuts down a lot of the waiting time. Why? Because you have ready technicians that are ready to go to take in cars. Having 30 allows us to do that, but we never say no. So if there's a technician that needs looking for work, and he's got the skills, we definitely want to sit down and meet you. We want to talk to you, because trust me, we want to be able to grow. 30, we don't want to stop at 30. We have enough room to flex.
Yeah, and also if somebody's out sick, it's nice to have somebody on call.
Yes.
And do they have to be what they call ASC certified and all that kind of stuff?
ASC certified. With the way that GM sees that is that they give you the web-based training. And through your web-based training, you get to a certain degree. It'll get up to probably about 92%. That's you taking the courses, doing hands-on. But what closes that and gets you at 100% so that you can get to A and even world class is to go get your ASC certification. Now, the great thing with our group is if you go get the certification and you pass that benefits the store. So if you have an ASC and they bring it back and say, hey, I paid my ASC, you're getting reimbursed for that, because we value that.
Nice.
Yes.
And, of course, we have, and I've covered this on another podcast or two, we have plenty of facilities down there at Texas State Technical College. They have an automotive program that was kind of our sister group, because I was in aviation maintenance down there, which was interesting because for me to do a valve job, I had to go to the auto shop to relip my valve.
Yeah.
So, but also we have programs at the high school level and whatnot. But basically, as long as they apply online, wherever they are,
Oh yeah, if they apply online, we'll definitely reach out to them. We want to bring them in, and like you had mentioned, we get a lot of students from TSTC out in Harlingen, and we actually also work with STC locally here.
Yeah, they have a program too.
They have a program. It's called the GM ASEP program.
Nice.
And in the GM ASEP program is they'll get a GM instructor, and of course they'll work with the instructors at the schools. And a lot of times they'll start training them. They'll get them the GM training so they can begin their careers. And you see a lot of those students. And I want to tell you I would say about 60% of the technicians that I got here working all came from those colleges that we've employed. They came in as a loop technician just to kind of get their feet wet while they're going to school. And you see them growing through the ranks as their training develops and they start to develop and grow. And so now you look at what we got now, 60% of them are STC or TSTC graduates.
Wow. They're local boys and girls doing their thing.
That's it.
Awesome. How did you get your start? Were you turning a wrench at a young age, fixing your bike, or what?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I don't know, but I'll kind of throw my age out there. But growing up in the 70s, we had the big wheels. We had you remember the big wheels with the handbrakes?
Yep, I had mine the General Lee. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was kind of fascinated by that, and of course I love cars. I like the older model cars as well too. So you kind of see those things growing through the business. But I got my start. I remember I got my start. At a young age. I think I was about 18 years old when I came into the dealership, and when I did a little bit of everything. I did a sweeping the floors, parking cars as a service porter. I did customer service. I was working with customers when they bought vehicles and they had make-readies or due bills, setting them up how to do their radios. So I really got an opportunity to sit down with customers, explain the process, and also explain the items that they just purchased from the dealer I was being employed with. And over the years, the first dealer I was at was I was there for about 18 years. So you gain this knowledge of experience through the years. And now I've been here with the Payne Auto Group. This is going to be my 10th year of leading our service fix operations team.
Nice.
Yes, but it was a journey. And again, you don't learn everything overnight, but you do learn through experience. And the great thing is you get to meet all the people along the way that have taught you.
Yeah, you've come from literally the ground up.
Yes.
From sweeping the floor. There's many a person in their careers. There's been aviators in the military started sweeping a hangar.
Yeah.
I know my uncle, he worked in the oil field for 35, 40 years. He started sweeping the line and then worked his way up to
I think that's the best way. Honestly, I think that's the best way, because you get to go inside of the operation. So you get to see some of the things that work, and you get to see some of the things that don't work too good, and you stay away from those. Yeah. And you begin to build on the things that work. But at the end of the day, it's making sure that the process, that when the customer's coming into the dealership, he's looking, because they're spending their money, and they want to make sure that those cars are going to be serviced correctly. And so the great thing about me is being able to do this. This is going to be almost 30 years that I've been doing this.
Wow.
So in 30 years, we've learned a lot. And again, you can't really put a price tag on knowledge. But I pride myself on making sure that customers come first. And we want to make sure every customer is being taken care of, just like if they're your grandmother, your mother, your father. And we want to, again, value those customers that are going thrown through the door, because they have many choices. They got many choices that they can go to.
We have competitors, yeah.
We have competitors all around us. But it's that little detail. It's taking care of the customer first, making sure you're doing your very best to fix that car right the first time.
Awesome. Now you're really priding on teamwork and team building.
Yes.
So I'm going to take a guess. Did you play team sports?
Oh, I did.
All right. What was
I did. I played anywhere from basketball, baseball, and football. And then I did a little bit of coaching for about 5 years where I came from.
What was your favorite one to play?
Oh, I think baseball. Baseball, I love coaching because that was an opportunity to give back to the community.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of pro games.
Yeah.
And recently UTRGV had that 4-day, what do you call it, mini series? I'm sorry, I'm a musician, not an athlete. But it was they had a bracket.
Yeah.
And it was intense, man.
Yeah. I got to catch a couple of those games, but yeah, it gets really, really intense when you get to those levels.
Yeah, and so you took your coaching experience, and brought it here to the team.
I did, because as you grow, and one of the things is I always tell my teammates in our meetings is that everybody that I'm looking at here has demonstrated to me that you have a talent, you have a gift. So in that gift and in that talent, just like any good coach, he's going to put you in your successes to make you even more successful, but I'm also going to work on some of maybe the weaknesses.
Okay.
And so if you can work on your weaknesses and make those improvements that they have, you're going to have a great team.
And when you were coaching baseball, we're talking like junior high, or did you start like with the little league stuff?
I started. I wasn't into the Little League. I played Little League, but I went right into I guess a team that was in the Babe Ruth division, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, about junior high level.
It was about junior high, maybe freshman, junior high to freshman level.
So they had the rudiments down and the basics.
Yes.
So it's just a honing stone.
That's all it is. And we again, I dedicated a lot of time, playing with the kids and practicing all the time. Practice makes perfect, right? So we practice all the time, and I'm going to tell you that I got an opportunity to coach all-star teams, 13, 14, and 15-year-old divisions, and a lot of my players are on the team, and we were very, very successful when we did that. So anything you want to do, you want to be successful at it, right? So, but my team, I was very proud of that team. We were able to do a lot of great things. I'm
surprised you don't have like a ball and bat here, like mounted on the wall. It's like,
yeah.
I call you Batman.
I know, right? Yeah, I don't with me, but at my house I do.
I got you.
Because those things those mean a lot to me.
Yeah, I had Army buddies that they traveled with a ball and bat and a couple of gloves in their truck, and I went, "Why is that?" And they went, "Dude, you never know when a game's going to pop up."
That's it.
Because everybody wants to play. And what was as a coach?
Yeah.
What was one of your most memorable games, and what happened to make it so memorable?
Well, I remember it was a game. I think we were in third place at the time, and we were on a winning streak. And I had a kid. He was one of my back catchers, really good kid. And he was about 6'2" and was over 200 pounds.
Wait, and how old was he?
He was only 15. And we were competing because we were trying to get into the playoffs, the top three get into the playoffs, and we were playing the number one team in Babe Ruth, and we went up and we played 7 innings back then, and I think in the 6th inning it was awesome because we were down 2 runs, but we had 3 runners, bases were loaded, and we played on these fences where they were literally 330 down the line, 400 to dead center, 375.
That's in feet.
In feet, and he got a fastball on the outside half of the plate. and he crushed the ball, hit a grand slam. We ended up beating that number one team. And then, of course, the very next game, I had my left-hander, and he came in and he got us into the playoffs. So we were able to go pretty far and represent our city.
So did the ball ever come back down, or is it still?
It went into the bushes somewhere. It's probably still in the bushes now.
Wow, the elation y'all must have felt.
Oh, I was so proud. When you put forth an effort and hard work into something, it really does something to you, because you feel like a proud papa, because you're training these guys, you're with them all through the season, the bumps, the bruises, the grind, and then to come out on top and see the elation of those kids, high-fiving each other after just a game well done, it makes you feel very proud.
And it was that 6'2" monster.
Man, he was a monster too. He went out to do great things, but wow. Yeah, he was a monster.
So I bet his dad was in the stands thinking that grocery bill was worth it.
Oh yeah, yeah, got it.
So man, like right out, he outside pitch and just nailed it.
Yeah, threw a fastball.
This wasn't softball. This is baseball.
Yeah, this was. It was like almost on a pro level field. And he got that pitch and he turned on it, and he had just missed it the pitch before. I think he threw another fastball inside, but he had just missed it.
And this is with a wood bat.
Yes.
With a wood bat, with a traditional league style
everything.
Ball.
Yeah.
And you know that sound.
Oh yeah.
When it comes off the
when
wood.
you hit the sweet spot, you'll hear it all through the ballpark.
Yeah.
Yep. So it was awesome.
I've seen that once or twice at a pro game, and it's for a moment.
Yep.
It's like a collective gasp.
Yep.
It's like,
yeah.
And I'm going. Of course, the first time it happened, I went, "What just happened?" And all of a sudden, I see the ball just sailing. I went, "Oh wow!
Yeah,
look at the rainbow." It's like there.
Yeah, it was a sight to behold, but it was definitely a shot, and it just didn't barely get over it. It took off. It took off.
It has a vapor trail.
Yeah, it was a no doubter. So it was awesome.
Man. What a feeling.
Yeah.
And that kid, how long did it take him to take the smile off his face?
Ooh, after everybody surrounded him at home plate and they ran to home plate and then they pat you on the head and, kind of cheer you on, he carried that all the way through, probably till he got home.
Did he realize what he had done, or did he kind of freeze for a moment going, "Oh, look what I did"?
Oh, no, he just thought he hit the ball as hard as he could.
Oh.
And so
when he made contact, he's like, "All right, I'm off."
He's already running, and he's a catcher, so he's not the fastest guy on the field. Yeah, so he's running, and all of a sudden, the first base coach tells him, "No, it's gone." And he just looks at it, he's all surprised, and he's just jogging around the bases.
It's like, you got to keep running, kid.
Yeah, exactly. But when he got to home plate, everybody was there to cheer him on. The crowd was really going at it. They were really ecstatic about it. I was ecstatic about it, so it was a great memory.
Man, I'm glad you got. I'm jazzed just hearing about it, man. My dad's father was a coach and a ref, and as long as it was a sport, he watched it, he coached it, he loved it, and later on in life, his memory was kind of failing him. But if you asked him, and I asked my dad before he passed, I said, "What was it about your dad when he was a coach? Like, if you mentioned some player he coached back, I don't know, in the Eisenhower administration, it's like he knew, how should I say it? He could recall who the kid was, first, middle, last name, what sport, their stats. It's like it's like this total recall.
Wow!
Because he loved the sport so much, and he would all of a sudden start talking about this player.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, the MVP, but it was like this player had something.
Yeah.
It was that special something. Is there a player in your mind that sticks out? Besides the 6'2" kid?
Yeah, I remember I had a kid, and it's really ingrained in me, and I still got his name. His name was Josh Eisenhut. And when I came into the league, I had the very first pick in the draft, because we used to have a draft back then.
Oh, really?
So we had to go sign our own players. So you got some returns, but you had to go scout back then.
So this is like a club, the club league, and y'all had a draft?
We had a draft. And so, it was big time. It was big time. So we had a draft, and because I guess my team, who I had taken over for another coach, they were the last place team, so I got to get the first pick in the draft.
Nice.
And so I go to the draft, and it's like an open tryout at the field, and then of course all of the coaches that are there, and then we get the kids and we kind of watch them bat, watch them throw, watch them field, and then all of a sudden they get the kids, they line them up, they introduce themselves, and then you get the first pick in the draft. And of course this kid wasn't a very tall kid, he was a lefty. But,
oh wow, southpaw.
But he had a goatee. He looked like he was already driving. But he was only 12 years old, real thin, 12-year-old kid. But I'm going to tell you, there was something that kind of led me to him, and his name was Josh Eisenhut, and I selected him as my number one pick, and of course you go through whoever else is there, but he was my number one pick, and it was like the beginning. And I'm going to tell you, for the last 3 years that I was there coaching him, he really developed before my eyes, because he had something that I could not see. He had competitive fire inside of him.
Oh, the fire in the belly.
It was the fire in the belly, and he was so competitive. He was a lefty, threw fastballs, changeups, sliders. He just loved to get people out. He pitched, and he had a bat where he can slap the ball into the gap. So that's one player that really is ingrained in my mind, that really stood out from those days.
Did you ever find out what happened to him in life? Or?
No, I try to go through social media and kind of see where he's at. And I think I saw a picture. Still looks the same, just a little bit heavier.
The goatee's still there.
Goatee is still there
since he was 12.
Yeah, but man, he was a very. I consider myself a competitive person. So when you find somebody that's also very competitive, there's common ground there together. And I saw it, so he became one of my favorite players.
And are your techs out here? They're competitive with each other.
Oh yes, they are.
To see not to see who can do it the fastest,
yes,
but to see how many did you do today? Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have their own competition, and it's not a bad competition. It's a good environment. So they like to razz each other on. Hey, I got, how many cars did you knock out today? Well, I did 5. How many did you? Well, I did 2. Yeah, but the 2 that I got out was an engine and a water pump, or whatever.
Yeah,
so
transmission work. Yeah.
Transmission work, right? So of course those jobs take a little bit longer than somebody who's doing like oil changes.
That's great. And like I said, it carried over.
It does,
from the ball and the glove to the wrench.
It is. So I really am very very blessed and very fortunate to. I always believe the things that you go through in life, it prepares you for the area that you're going to be in. So just learning to coach, learning how to deal with teammates, and learning how to deal with different talents, and putting it together to put a product on the field that would be successful.
And that coaching also helps out with your team on the home front.
Yes.
Now you mentioned that you have some athletes.
Yeah.
And one of them is actually graduating. She's
Oh yeah, so big shout out to my daughter Isabel Magallanes. She just graduated. I believe it was Thursday night, but she got an opportunity since middle school and then getting over to the high school here in Weslaco. She was a Pantherette here, playing basketball, and she did extremely well. Very very proud of her. But she played freshman ball. And then she got moved up, and she pretty much her sophomore, junior, and senior year, she got to play varsity basketball to one of the very prestigious schools here in the Rio Grande Valley.
The queen of the courts.
That's it.
That's
it. Now she's ready for college.
And not going to stay with the ball.
No, she played 4 years, and she loved every moment of it. Mm-hmm. Very dedicated. She's also competitive like me. But she wants to give it a break in basketball and really put her focus on something which she's going to start majoring. She wants to major in criminal law.
Wow.
Yeah, so she wants to do that. But it's just something that she's looking forward to.
So, and the other kids, they're athletes as well?
Well, yes, my daughter Annabelle, she's more of loves to go to the mall, so she has her own competition of with her friends. But my other son, Mateo Magallanes, he plays travel ball right now. So he plays travel ball for the Futures. We're getting ready to go to the World Series actually in June. But
where's that at?
I think that's towards Houston.
Okay,
it's going to be towards Houston. So they have a big tournament, but it's one of the World Series is this year. It's in June, and then he's just actually had a game this Sunday. But he's very competitive, loves the sport of baseball. Again, he loves competition.
And there's been a lot of wind out here, so that's been kind of a factor. And also, well, we have the heat down here.
Oh yeah,
and they got the humidity up there, so I think he'll do all right.
Yeah, he's all Texas too, though. He loves country music.
Oh yeah.
He loves his belt buckle. He loves wears jean and boots. He loves his cowboy hat. So he's all Texan.
Oh man. Now, when y'all are at home as a family, do you all avoid playing Uno with each other?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So it's funny because when my wife and I got married, she was a tennis player in college. So that's actually, I met my wife in California when we were there, but she went to St. Louis Obispo, and she was on the tennis team in college. And so she was a very good, tennis player. So when we got together, we went over there and we started playing tennis, and we're just hitting the ball over the net, just playing back and forth. And then she started smashing it to the other side,
it's like,
making me run. And then she knows I'm very competitive, but I didn't realize that she was very competitive. And so me, I'm getting all upset because I don't like losing, right? So then I throw my racket, I get mad, I kind of got mad, I didn't want it. So
thing.
that's it. So now we don't play tennis against each other anymore. So now I can see where our kids get that competitive drive.
No, you got to make that like your anniversary thing.
Yeah.
You got to play at least one little.
I have to get a cake and a couple tennis rackets on the cake or something, just a reminder.
Yeah, and whoever loses, who gets the cake smashed.
There it is.
There you go. Oh man, it sounds awesome. Now you said travel ball.
Yes.
Is that in which league is that? It's.
He plays for a team called the Futures. It's based out of here in Weslaco.
Okay.
But we'll go to Corpus, go to San Antonio, Houston, Seguin.
I got you.
We'll go to Alamo, McAllen, all over the place. And what the kids do is it's a 14U team.
Okay.
So what they do is they'll play all of the best teams in the Rio Grande Valley, all the best players in those teams, and then they'll go out there and compete.
Take it on the road.
Yep.
Yeah, my girls played volleyball.
Okay.
And they did club ball, and even junior high and high school. I'll say this, shout out to all the folks teaching out there at the public school level.
Yes.
But it's different with club ball, because in club ball that ball is moving fast.
Yeah.
The players are moving fast, and then we'd go to a junior high game, and it's like, this is in slow motion.
Right.
It's like, we're just trying to get it over the net. I'm like. It's like, kill that ball.
Yeah, definitely.
And as a coach, but as a parent, are you calm in the stands, or are you having to reel it in?
I'm going to tell you, I'm very calm in the stands. I do have my moments if the referee, if I don't think the ref made a great call, or the umpire had a bad call. I'm not aggressive like that anymore. Yeah. I'm more mellowed out now that I'm a little bit older. So what I do is, I just kind of look at it now. My wife, on the other hand, is also very fiery. So my wife is the one that speaks for both of us.
She's the instigator.
She does.
So they can hear your eye roll from the
stands. That's it. I said, babe, sit down. You're embarrassing us. Sit down.
No, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Man, she sounds like a ball of fun.
Yeah, she is. She's wonderful. She again, great support. Being here at the dealership, and dealership life is it's a great life. I've been doing this since I've been 18 years old, and I'm 52 now. So been doing it for many, many years, and I want to change it. See, to me, it's not a job. It becomes a hobby if you love what you do.
Yeah.
And so I love what I do. I love the people that I'm around, the ownership here, just in general. Our customers coming in, they come in, they know who you are. So it's a great environment. So I've been blessed to be able to be, where I'm at.
Yeah, you guys are busy because it has these automatic doors.
Oh yeah,
and that's how y'all taking units, vehicles in and out.
Yes. And
I tell people, and they go, "Oh, it's over here by GM service," and I tell people, do not drive fast through the parking lot, because that door opens up. Your guys come, they poke the nose out, honk, and they stop and look.
That's right.
It's like, well, how often do they come out? It's like, as soon as the unit's ready, it's coming out.
That's it.
And another one's going in. So this is the exit, and that's the entrance over there on the north side. Yeah. Because y'all are busy. And of course, we have our our automated wash here next door. So this is a very busy building.
It is. So we, again, our guys constantly staying busy. We do a lot of the pre-delivery inspections here as well. We do in-house tinting. So we have a little bit of.
Here.
I do all the tinting right here. We have an employee that we employ here, and he does great. So we preload all of our vehicles. We make sure our vehicles have the tinting. We do all of our pre-delivery inspections, again, with our mechanical work. So we stay very, very busy. But you're right. There's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of movement by the team.
Yeah, and did we cover that before? Like when somebody brings their vehicle in, like you said, just gets an oil change. It's not just an oil change.
No.
Y'all are looking over.
Yes, there's I'm a firm believer of you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You know, is growing up is that, a lot of times like a lot of customers will come and they'll go to a place and they'll say, well, I'm here for the oil change. And literally that's what you'll get. You'll just get the oil change. And the thing is that you won't get the factory oil. You're not going to get the factory filter. You'll get an aftermarket, which is okay. But what we do is we do a great job because when a customer comes in here, we give them which is called a multi-point vehicle inspection. It's like your vehicle going to the doctor. We're going to look at everything going on.
Stem to stern, top down.
That's it. I'm going to look at the alignment. I'm going to check those wheels, make sure those wheels are good. We're going to do a complimentary battery inspection. We're going to look for any oil leaks. If there's something that could cause you harm down the road or something that needs to be addressed right now, we look for any open safety recalls. Make sure those are taken care of before we let you out the door.
Y'all actually plug the diagnostic tool in just to see what she says. And
absolutely.
If everything's green, we're good to go.
We're good to go. So we have a tool that's called eAdvisor. So a customer pulls up on the driveway, we plug in right away. And we just
from the get-go.
From the get-go, moment the customer drives in the drive, we're going to pod that vehicle. We want to look at all of the codes that are in there, see if there's something that may cause the customer any trouble going down the road. And of course, we give that copy to the customer, let them know exactly what we're looking at.
And if it's like a software update, y'all can do that too.
We can do that. We can do that as well.
Or if a certain code comes up and it's actually a recall or like a warranty. What do you call recall.
Yeah, you're right. Because with that, when we run that vehicle identification history, it prints out. It's automated the moment that you plug in. So the moment you plug in, it prints that out for us. So we're able to see right there if you have any open recalls. And if you're there, you may have came in just for the oil change, but we're also going to tell you, hey, you do have that safety recall. We can get that done for you today while you're here if you want to get that done.
Nice. And one of the things that really gets overlooked, because I know it's hot down here, and wiper blades. We don't think about it until we turn them on.
That's right. And they're streaking your windshield. Yeah.
Yep. And I will say this. I noticed that the other day. Of course, I got to put some more washer fluid in there. Yep. But it's like I saw one blade drag, and I saw a little streak, and I went, uh-oh.
Yep.
I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen, don't wait.
Yes.
I mean, I'm taking care of it this week.
That's right.
Because if you don't like the weather in Texas.
Well, it's because, Texas, there's a lot of humidity. So what happens with the rubber, it kind of dry rots.
Yeah.
After some period of time with the moisture and then the heat, it dry rots. And then you start seeing those streaks. So, when they come down for their oil change and they're coming in, we'll take a look at the wiper blades as well. And if you need them, then we're going to say, hey, these need to be changed. And then there's no pressure. It's totally up to the customer if they want to get that taken care of.
Yeah, and the summer is here. So people are going to be doing road trips.
Yes.
And they can go online, and y'all have weekly specials
all the time,
coupons and stuff
all
online.
The time. What's really important is that, and we kind of touched on this a little bit, is that we want to make it we're very, very competitive, especially on our maintenance items, because again, we know that you can go anywhere. So because we buy so many things in bulk, you'd be surprised on what our oil change price is compared to our competitors. And so we want our customers to come in, and I think you're going to get more value just coming in just for your oil change, so we can take a look at everything. You wish you can tell all of this information to the customers so they know a little bit about what's going on, but sometimes you're not always to spend that that time with that customer. They have to go see the service advisor when they come in. The service advisor does a great job taking care of them, updating them on the needs of that vehicle, or fixing just the concern that customer came in. But this is great, being able to kind of share out there, hey, this is what we offer, and we want to see you here.
And I think they're going to be glad. And, like I said, anything from GM or Buick, just even a base model with just the basic options, it's comfy stuff.
Yes.
But the comfier stuff, Buick Avenir. I can't remember that it's that creamy colored interior. It's like an off-white eggshell.
Yes.
I can't think of the color. It's that and that new blue, that medium blue.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's a gorgeous vehicle.
y'all need to see the Avenir packages on stuff.
Yeah.
And the Denali stuff is great. But yeah, if you're like your boy has his boots and jeans, he's going to love the AT4 editions.
Yeah, he wants a pickup truck. He's already told me, Dad, I'm 14. I get my license. Can I go down there to the Payne Auto Group and pick out a truck? Sure, son, sure.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. And my daughter, believe it or not, my daughter, she's actually going to be a junior this upcoming year. But she's already told me, Dad, I'm already got my driving stuff done. I want to come in, and Dad, I'm looking at the Buick Envistas.
Oh, yes.
She loves the Buick Envista. She wants a white Buick Envista. That's her dream car. That's what she wants. So I said, okay, you do what you got. I want to make sure that your grades are all over 90s.
Oh, that's right.
All the way through.
Incentive.
Yep, incentivize that for her. And I said, okay, I'll let you come over there and look at some of those Buick Envistas, and we'll get you a Buick Envista.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, we just did a video on one of those the other day. That's right.
They're beautiful cars. Just the whole line of the Buick brand is really upgraded a lot.
I'll say this. When I first saw it, and it was years ago, the LaCrosse, it's that body panel line where as it comes across the door and then begins to go up over the rear fender, I thought that was so just, because sometimes it's just that one line that sets the vehicle off. And I remember driving a LaCrosse. I'm like, I like this. My sister, for a time, drove a 98 Buick Century.
Okay.
And that was a great car.
Yeah.
And, they ended up trading it in later, but I was like, I took that car on a road trip, and I was like, this thing rides nice.
Yeah.
It had a V6 in it.
Yes.
It got great mileage.
Yep.
And I know things change. We're into the SUV thing now. LaCrosse is, I think, gone the way of the Dodo. I mean, Buick doesn't do sedans anymore. Or what do the English call it? A saloon.
Yeah, I don't see that, but you do see just a wide range of SUVs. Everybody is buying SUVs, so that's good though. What that makes me happy, because that means a lot of people are traveling. So when people travel, they're bringing in their cars in for service.
Yeah, and you said you like the older cars too.
Yes.
And every now and then, and these are people probably after my own heart, they go, hey, when's Buick going to come out with a boat tail Riviera? When's that coming back out? And all of a sudden we're on social media, and you start seeing the AI stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going, yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Years ago at CarFest, McAllen International CarFest, GM, they brought down some concept cars. One of the cars that they brought down, the individual and his team charged with doing it, they brought and I'm actually doing air quotes, wrong car. Now, I can't remember the name of the color, but it was very popular with Buick about 10 years ago. It was their flagship color. It's not like the General Motors Burgundy Mist Metallic. I know that color. It's not a maroon, but it's like a darker cola maroon bronze color. I think it was like the one color they had for all of their commercials and online stuff.
Okay.
And it was a 2-door convertible, and it had the boat tail motif.
Oh, wow.
The inside door panels were they were leather, but they were woven like wicker.
Oh.
And the shifting boot on the console was the same. And this thing was so vintage. It was both, retro yet futuristic. And we're in day 2 of the deal, and I go walking over there. I was emceeing. I said, hey, this thing's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And people are really digging this. And he leans in and he goes, I brought the wrong car.
Oh,
he
boy.
goes, I got my butt chewed out. Like, you weren't supposed to take that one. And he goes, But people really like it. That was a concept car that wasn't supposed. Well, it's here.
Yeah.
And people were asking, so when is Payne getting that? When?
Oh boy.
Can we do a pre-order now? Do we do this online with our phone? You got an iPad, and I'm going.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
And then I'm calling people here at the group, and then it's Austin and Mark called. Hey, how's it going over there? I was like, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
There's a car here that's not available that people want.
They want it now.
It's like, can you kick it up the chain? It's like I took a picture of it and I sent it on. I was like, can you ask Buick to do this?
Wow.
Yeah. It was just that boat tail rear end.
Mm-hmm.
It just had that sculpting, and of course the Riviera. The
Yeah.
Buick Riviera had that Stingray type rear on it.
Yeah.
And people ask me, is that coming back out? I was like, I don't know, but I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, especially if GMC brought back the van, we could have the A-Team van again.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
That would be cool.
The A-Team with an AT4 van.
There you go.
Come on,
that'd
General
be nice.
Motors.
Yeah.
Don't
that'd be
tease
good.
us. Come on. Cool. Now, you said when you're coming here to work and you're on the road, you're going to be doing road trips with the family. Y'all
I
gonna
am.
be doing the ball thing.
That's it.
So when y'all on the road, what's on the radio? What's the motivational music for the
Well, I think I'm outnumbered because
that happens.
I'm outnumbered, so they don't really listen to the music. I mean, my wife, I like listening to Christian contemporary music. I like something that's very low key, very, something almost like the classical feel, the Beethoven. I love that type of music, especially growing up. Listening to the hip hop music, the R&B and stuff that when I was coming up. But now that I've crossed over into my 50s, it's a little bit low. But
I'm listening to some I listen to classic country that has kind of a beat, and sometimes it's just I want to hear like an old Merle Haggard song.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, I like this.
But I'm going to tell you, I get now they've got my wife into this, so because all three of my kids are all Texas born. So now they've grown up, and now I got all this country music. They love their country music. My wife loves to listen to one song, and it's I think it's by Dirt, but I don't know who the artist is, but they play it all the time.
And how's it go? Like what it's called? By Dirt.
By Dirt, something. And I don't know who it is, but they play all of this country music, and I just don't. I mean, I remember the Garth Brooks. I remember the
90s.
I remember,
stuff.
I remember that
Zach Top
stuff.
has brought that back.
Yes,
thank you, Lord.
Yes, I remember that type of country, but the new country I don't. But my kids are all into it.
Yeah, it's like this Morgan Wallen stuff. It's and maybe it's just me being of our generation.
Yes,
I'm just like I remember classic country music was, shuffle, dun, 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 dun. Then you get in the 80s, and they go, oh, Eddie Rabbitt and Crystal Gayle. That's not real country music. But then again, now it's considered classic country.
Yeah.
And, of course, that's what I grew up on.
Okay.
And, they go, oh, this modern country, it's good stuff. And I'm going, okay.
Yeah.
and I'm adjusting. I'm adjusting, everybody. Okay, I'm coming in now, and it's in vogue, and I love all music.
Yeah, that's all you can do. You can adjust to the. If you want to be, adjust to the times where the kids are listening to it. I'll listen to it.
Well, I'll check that out. By Dirt. I'll figure out who that is. But when it comes to contemporary country, and I played that in a church I attended as a guitar player and bass player, and it was fun. We had some pretty cool tunes. And every now and then, one of my favorite things was to take. The pastor would do this. He'd take an old hymn, and we'd jazz it up as a shuffle, and it gets people stomping. Yeah, and in the moment, and in the word, which it's purpose, and even though, like you said, you like the mellower stuff, but with a great message.
Oh yes,
and that's
that's key. Positive message is key because words have power.
Yeah, and the world already has too much negativity in it.
Yes,
and my dad used to tell me, anybody can find the negative in anything, but can you find the positive?
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, profound stuff, Dad.
That is.
And he said, and please forgive me if I can't remember the actual chapter and verse, but he said in Scripture somewhere, and I'm gonna look it up. He said, look for the good and praise it.
Yeah.
And that's and being my dad, he always said, before delivering a negative, give 3 positives.
That's right.
And it's like, wow, it's all.
No, that's what it is. Because, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of negativity, but again, you want to stay positive and you want to find the best. And I make it a point to always try to find the best in all people.
Play to your strengths.
That's right. So you want to find the best in all people, because generally people are not bad. So,
Yeah.
but there's positive in everybody. Everybody, there's a gift and talent in everybody.
Yeah.
It's just that there's just a difference of opinions. That's
Yeah.
it.
And my pastor once told me, 99% of the problems you have, you caused them. And I'm going, thanks.
Yeah.
that makes you think.
Oh boy.
If I was to play a contemporary Christian song, what's one that really rings true to you?
There's a lot of I forget the name of the artist now. Is Chris? I want to say Chris Tomlin.
Okay, I think I know that name.
Yeah,
because he's popular.
Yeah, Chris Tomlin. He's got a lot of great music. Chris Tomlin. But that's pretty much in that type of group is what I listen to.
I got you. So Chris Tomlin. Okay, I think I have some stuff left over from from our worship team's song list, and of course, shout out to my former bandmates. I'm not in the worship team anymore, but shout out to my buddy Robert Zamora over in La Jolla. He great piano player, great musician, a whole bunch of fun.
Yeah.
And he even does the Santa Claus thing at Christmas.
Oh, there you go.
I have such beard envy. This guy's I'm like, man, I'm a ZZ Top fan. So it's it's like, you have a beautiful beard, bro. And then like all of a sudden he's like, yeah, this is what I look like before the beard. And I'm like, wow.
Oh, wow.
It's like, it changes you. One time about a couple years ago, I actually shaved my mustache. I was like, I want to see my face. And the powers that be in management were like, hey, that's kind of your thing. You're playing with the branding there.
Yes.
I said, don't worry, it'll grow back.
Yeah.
Of course, I cut it off, and I was like, I'm kind of baby-faced.
Well, my wife told me the same thing. She said, I've never seen you without your little sash here, your soul patch, and your mustache. And I
then
go,
you did it.
No.
Oh, you won't do it?
I won't do it. I won't do it. So I just told her, no, it's just something that She goes, well, what do you think you would look like? I said, well, look at our son. That's probably what I would look like, because he looks just like me.
Yeah, it was years ago. I surprised my kid's mother, and I shaved my face, and she goes, oh, my God.
Who is this guy?
You're 12. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
And, of course, my mom was like, oh, there's my son.
There you go.
Because I had a goatee. I had the mustache and the goatee.
Yep.
And I went, you know what? Shout out to Mission Veterans football coach David Gilpin. That's what inspired my mustache.
Yeah.
And because I had a goatee, and I was like, yeah, Coach Gilpin always had that cool, horseshoe, not a handlebar. I said, I'm going to do that, and just to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
And if I don't like it, then I'll do the Magnum PI.
Yes, yes.
Right. So I did that, and I was like, man, this looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
And my mother saw me, and she goes, what are you mad about? And I said, what? She goes, I said, I'm not frowning. It's the mustache. She goes, I'm not. You're on about something.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Mama, I am not. So it changes. So you didn't do it. So
I didn't do it.
Stick to your guns.
I was tempted. I said, maybe I'll cut the. No, never mind. I won't do it.
And then you don't not only hear it from the kids, but from 30 technicians. Hey, what happened, Chief?
Oh yeah, they said, what? If I was to walk in like that with no facial hair, they'd be like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
We don't know who you are.
Clark Kent without it. Without the glasses of Superman.
That's it.
Jeez. Well, I'll see if I can get that Chris Tomlin stuff out and all that. And guys, grow that facial hair.
Yeah, there you go.
Keep it. Sometimes we want to see our face, and you've seen the videos of the guys on social media. Like, they're real cool looking. They shave their beard, and their significant other goes, oh, that is so wonderful. Yeah. And then they look at the camera with that remorse.
Oh, boy.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Keep it.
That's it.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get some music out for you right now. All righty. We don't own the rights to this song, but Chris Tomlin does.
to the depths of the sea. Creation's revealing your majesty. From the colors of fall to the fragrance of spring, every creature unique and the song that it sings, all exclaiming, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. All powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim, you are amazing, God. Who has told every lightning bolt where it should go, or seen heavenly storehouses laden with snow? Who imagined the sun and gives source to its light, yet conceals it to bring us the coolness of night? No one can fathom, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. All powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim, you are amazing, God. You are amazing, God. You are amazing, God. Indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. All powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim, you are amazing, God. Indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. Incomparable, unchangeable. You see the depths of my heart and you love me the same. You are amazing, God. You are amazing, God. You are amazing, God.
And that brings us up to an end of another edition of Payne Auto Talk. Once again, I am here, your host, Chris Marshall of the Payne Street Team, with Mr. Pete Magallanes, who is the service manager, the tallest hog in the trough, over here at GMC and Buick Service. Pete, thanks once again for being here and joining us on the podcast.
Man, I sure appreciate that. I'm excited. I'm excited for what lies ahead, and just looking forward to. I'm glad this opens up. It goes to a wide range of customers, and so if you're out there and your vehicle needs to be serviced, we definitely want to be the one that services all your vehicle's needs. We treat you like family. Speaking of family, hopefully, we talked a little bit about my wife and I's competitiveness, and now it kind of translated over to our children. But hopefully, me and my wife will hit the court soon. But really, all in all, just I'm glad to be able to do this, to be able to share with all of the people here in the Rio Grande Valley. I know it's tough, and you do have a lot of choices here in the valley. But we always believe that we're the dealer of choice. We want to take care of you as a customer. So give us a chance here at Payne Weslaco here at the Auto Mall, and hopefully we see you soon.
Yes, sir. And being from California, you got to Texas as fast as you could, and we appreciate that.
I sure did. I heard what's going out there, but I'm glad I'm here in Texas.
I know, it's excellent. And also, success in business is awesome. You're a great team member and fellow employee. And also, the success of the Magallanes family.
Yes.
All right. We got still some athletes going. And was it criminal law?
Yes, criminal law. So she'll be out there, and so I'll be looking forward to that in the next few years.
So she'll be the queen of one court and another court.
That's right.
Oh, she's gonna trade in her jersey for maybe a black robe one day.
There you go.
Oh,
you never know.
Oh, and a gavel. Oh, boy. Well, Pete, once again, thanks for joining us. The success
pleasure.
of your family here and your Payne family here and your techs. They've been out there working. Every now and then they kind of peek in like, what's going
on in there?
Yeah, it's like, we're talking about you. It's all right. It's all good. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, myself, Chris Marshall, Mr. Pete Magallanes here with Payne Auto Group. Thank you very much for joining us on another edition of Payne Auto Talk, brought to you by Payne Auto Group Valley-wide and, of course, PayneAutoGroup.com, where we have what you want. Lo que tú quieras, regardless, and we are gone.